Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another special episode of Level Up English. I am your host, Sarah. It is wonderful to have you with us today.
And I'm Alex. Hello, everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic week. Sarah, I am really excited about today's episode because it is a topic that affects literally everyone I know.
It really does. Today, we are tackling the Digital Detox Dilemma. We are going to explore why we feel trapped by our devices and how to break free without throwing our phones in the ocean.
That sounds difficult, but necessary.
Definitely. In this deep dive episode, we will learn essential idioms to talk about technology, habits, and mental health. But before we get into the expressions, Alex, I want to start with a scenario.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, imagine this. It's 2 a.m. The house is dark. You are in bed. You promised yourself you would sleep early tonight. You're exhausted, but your hand reaches out.
Oh no, I know this story. Just one check, just one message, just one quick look at the news.
Exactly. And suddenly it's 4 a.m. Your eyes burn, your brain is foggy, and you ask yourself, why did I do that?
I have been there so many times. It feels terrible. You feel guilty, but you can't stop.
If you relate to this, you're not alone. You're part of the biggest psychological experiment in history, and that's why we're here today.
So, Sarah, let's be honest with our listeners. How bad is it for us? We are living in 2026. Tech is everywhere. How is your relationship with your phone these days?
Me? Well, I checked my screen time report this morning, and I was shocked.
How many hours?
I averaged 6 hours and 40 minutes per day last week.
Wow, that's almost 7 hours. That's basically a full-time job.
I know, it's shocking. We don't notice it happening. It's just 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, and it adds up to years of our lives.
Exactly. It feels like I'm losing control. And that leads us perfectly to our first expression of the day. It describes exactly what people look like on the subway or in the street.
Yes, the expression is to be glued to your screen.
Glued to your screen, like literally using glue?
Metaphorically, yes. Imagine you put super glue on your phone and stuck it to your face. You cannot look away, you cannot see the world around you.
I see this every day. You know the smartphone zombie walk? People walking down the street, head down, bumping into other people because they're glued to their screens.
I actually saw a guy walk into a glass door at a cafe yesterday because he was watching a video. He was so glued to his screen, he didn't see the door.
That's funny, but also kind of sad. It means we are physically present but mentally absent. We're ignoring the real humans right in front of us.
Right, and it's not just about ignoring people, it's about what we're watching. Alex, when you're glued to your screen for 7 hours, what are you actually doing?
That's the problem. I don't even know. I'm just scrolling, and usually I end up reading bad news.
Ah, that specific behavior has a name, and it is our second key expression. It is doomscrolling.
Doomscrolling. That's a heavy word. Doom means death, destruction, or a terrible fate.
Exactly. Doomscrolling is the act of spending an excessive amount of time reading negative news online. You read one bad story and then you click another and another. You are feeding your anxiety.
I do this whenever there's a big global event or a crisis. I tell myself I just want to stay informed, but 3 hours later I'm reading comments from angry strangers and I feel terrible.
Why do you think we do that? If it makes us feel bad, why don't we stop?
Thoughtfully, I read somewhere that it's an evolutionary instinct. Our brains are wired to look for danger. In the past, looking for danger kept us alive. But now, the danger is a 24-hour news cycle in our pocket. It never stops.
So we keep scrolling, looking for a solution or an end to the danger, but there is no end. It's infinite. Precisely. So we're glued to our screens and we're doom scrolling. Naturally, people start looking for a cure. And the most popular cure people talk about is our third expression, a digital detox.
Digital detox. It sounds healthy, like drinking green juice for your brain.
Ideally, yes. A digital detox is a period of time where you voluntarily stop using digital devices to reduce stress and reconnect with the physical world.
It sounds great in theory, but Sarah, be real with me. Have you ever successfully done a digital detox?
Honestly, I tried. Last summer, I went on a camping trip. I told everyone I'm going offline for 3 days, no phone.
And how long did you last?
About 6 hours.
6 hours. Why? What happened?
Well, first I needed the GPS to find the campsite, then I needed my phone to play music, then I wanted to take a picture of the sunset, and then I thought, oh, I should post this on Instagram. And suddenly the detox was over.
That's the dilemma we're talking about today. We want to disconnect, but our lives are so entangled with technology that a total detox feels impossible.
Exactly. It's not just about willpower, it's about necessity, and it's about the fear of missing out.
FOMO, the fear that if I go offline, something amazing will happen and I won't know about it. So if a total detox is impossible and being glued to the screen is unhealthy, what is the middle ground?
That's the million-dollar question. And to answer that, we first need to look under the hood. We need to understand why these apps are so good at stealing our attention. It's not just luck, Alex, it's engineering.
You mean they're designed to be addictive?
100%. Think about the mechanics of a slot machine. Have you ever noticed how refreshing your email feels, exactly like pulling a lever in a casino?
Ah, casino. That is a really intense comparison. I mean, I am just checking my email, not gambling my life savings. How are they the same?
It is the same psychological mechanism. Think about it. When you pull the lever on a slot machine, sometimes you win money, but most of the time you get nothing. It's unpredictable.
Right. You don't know if you're going to win.
Exactly. And because you might win, you keep pulling the lever. Your phone works the exact same way. When you pull down to refresh Instagram, sometimes you get a reward, a like, a funny comment, or a message. But sometimes you get nothing.
Oh, wow. I see what you mean. So my brain is chasing that unpredictable reward. I keep refreshing because I'm hoping for that little hit of excitement.
Precisely. That chemical reward is called dopamine, and that uncertainty is what keeps you hooked on the device. That's our fourth expression today.
Hooked on, like a fish catching a hook?
Yes, to be hooked on something means to be addicted to it or very enthusiastic about it. In this context, the app developers have designed the software to hook you, just like a fisherman hooks a fish.
That makes me feel a little bit used. I thought I was just curious, but actually I'm being manipulated by a system designed to keep me hooked on the screen.
It's not your fault, Alex. You're fighting against a supercomputer. And the problem is, once they hook you, they don't just want you to stay for a minute, they want you to stay for hours.
That's the scary part. Sometimes I open YouTube just to watch one specific video, maybe a 5-minute clip about, I don't know, how to make the perfect omelet.
A classic choice. And does it stop there?
Never. I watch the omelet video, then YouTube suggests the history of eggs, then chefs reacting to bad cooking, and suddenly 2 hours have passed and I'm watching a documentary about chicken farming in the 19th century.
We have the perfect idiom for that experience. You are going down the rabbit hole.
Going down the rabbit hole. This is from Alice in Wonderland, right?
Yes, Alice chases a rabbit and falls down a deep hole into a strange world where time doesn't make sense. In the internet world, going down the rabbit hole means spending a lot of time investigating a topic, clicking link after link, and getting distracted from your original purpose.
It really feels like falling. You lose track of time, you forget the real world exists. It happens to me almost every night before bed.
It's the recommendation engine doing its job. But here's the critical question, Alex. When you finally crawl out of that rabbit hole at 2 a.m., how do you feel? Do you feel refreshed? Do you feel happy?
No, absolutely not. I feel drained. My eyes hurt, my brain feels foggy, and honestly, I feel anxious because I wasted my entire evening.
Exactly. You feel stress and regret. And because you feel stress, what do you do to make yourself feel better?
I pick up my phone again? I look for something funny or distracting to numb the anxiety.
And there it is. That's the trap. That's our sixth expression. It's a vicious circle.
A vicious circle. Vicious means cruel or violent, and a circle goes round and round.
Right. A vicious circle, or sometimes called a vicious cycle, is a situation where one problem causes another problem, which then makes the original problem worse.
So let me trace this circle. I feel stressed, so I scroll. The scrolling makes me tired and anxious, so I scroll more to forget the anxiety.
Exactly. You're looking for the cure in the same place that caused the disease. That's why it's so hard to stop. You're trapped in the loop.
That's depressing, Sarah. It really feels like a trap. If I'm hooked on the dopamine, falling down rabbit holes every night, and stuck in a vicious circle, how do I possibly break free? Willpower clearly isn't enough.
You're right. Willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired. You cannot rely on willpower alone to fight a supercomputer. You need something stronger. You need to change your physical environment.
Environment? You mean moving to a mountain without Wi-Fi?
That would work, but we have jobs. I mean changing your home environment. We need to establish physical boundaries. We need to stop negotiating with ourselves and start setting rules.
Okay, I'm ready for rules. I need to know how to physically stop this addiction. Where do we start?
We start with the most important room in the house, the bedroom. Alex, be honest with me. Where is your phone when you sleep?
It's right next to my pillow. Actually, sometimes it's under my pillow. I use it as my alarm clock.
That's the first mistake, and it's the first thing we're going to fix. Let's talk about why banning your phone from the bedroom is the single most effective change you can make. Think about it, Alex. If your phone is the last thing you see at night and the first thing you see in the morning, you are letting the world dictate your mood. You are starting your day in a reactive state instead of a proactive one.
That is exactly what happens. My alarm goes off, I turn it off, and then boom, I see a notification, an email from work, or a breaking news alert. Before I have even brushed my teeth, I feel stressed.
Exactly. You are inviting chaos into your brain before you are even awake. This is why our seventh expression is so critical. You need to cut the cord.
Cut the cord. Originally, this phrase referred to cutting the umbilical cord when a baby is born, right?
Yes, but in modern life, cutting the cord means to sever a dependency. It means to stop relying on something that you have been attached to. For you, cutting the cord means buying a traditional, old-school alarm clock.
A real alarm clock? Like the ones that just go beep beep?
Yes, if you get a real alarm clock, you can leave your phone charging in the living room. You physically separate yourself from the device. You cut the invisible cord that connects your hand to the phone.
Honestly, it sounds a little terrifying. What if there's an emergency? What if someone needs to call me at 3 a.m.?
Alex, ask yourself, how many times in the last 10 years did you receive a real emergency call at 3 a.m.?
Maybe once?
Exactly. 99% of the notifications we get at night are not emergencies. They're distractions. By keeping the phone in the bedroom, you're trading your sleep for that 1% chance. It's not a good trade.
Put that way, it makes sense. I'm sacrificing my peace of mind for fear. Okay, so step 1, buy a real alarm clock and cut the cord in the bedroom.
Perfect. But the bedroom is just one zone. We need to protect other parts of our lives too. We need to be strict. This brings us to number 8. You need to draw a line in the sand.
Draw a line in the sand. This gives me a visual of a beach.
Right. If you draw a line in the sand, you are creating a clear boundary. It means setting a limit that is non-negotiable. You will not cross it.
Non-negotiable. That's a strong attitude.
It has to be. For example, the dinner table. You can make a rule. No phones at the dinner table, ever. That's drawing a line in the sand.
That's a hard one. Sometimes my friends and I sit at a restaurant and we're all just looking at our phones. We're not even talking to each other.
That's why you need to draw the line. If you're eating, just eat. If you're with people, be with people. By drawing this line, you force yourself to be present.
It's about respect, isn't it? Respect for the food and respect for the people.
Absolutely. And Alex, I know all these rules, cutting the cord, drawing lines, sound difficult. It sounds like a punishment, but we have to remember why we are doing this.
Why? To prove we're strong?
No, we're doing this for number 9, to recharge your batteries.
Recharge your batteries. We say this about our phones every day. Oh, my battery's at 10%. I need to charge.
But we forget to do it for ourselves. To recharge your batteries means to rest and recover your energy and mental focus. And here's the irony, Alex. You cannot recharge your mental batteries while you're using your phone.
Wait, I usually think relaxing means lying on the sofa and watching YouTube. Is that not recharging?
No, that's numbing. Your brain is still processing information. It's still seeing lights and colors. Real recharging requires silence. It requires nature. It requires doing nothing.
That's a powerful realization. I always thought scrolling was resting, but actually scrolling drains my battery even more.
Exactly. When was the last time you were just bored?
I don't remember. Years ago. Whenever I feel bored for even 1 second, I reach for my pocket.
And that's why you're exhausted. Boredom is where your brain rests. By constantly filling that silence with noise, you prevent yourself from recharging.
So the goal of setting these boundaries isn't to hate technology. It's to protect our energy so we can actually enjoy life.
Precisely. It's about control. Are you using the tool, or is the tool using you?
That's the ultimate question. Okay, Sarah, we've covered the addiction, the science, and the boundaries, but we have one expression left. It's about the feeling we get when we finally succeed at this.
Yes, the final expression describes the ultimate reward of a digital detox. Let's discuss that, and then we'll jump into our shadowing practice to make sure these expressions stick. And that ultimate reward brings us to our final expression, number 10. It is the feeling you get when you finally put the phone away and take a deep breath. You get to clear your head.
Clear your head. It sounds so peaceful, like opening a window in a stuffy room.
Exactly. To clear your head means to remove worry, confusion, or stress from your mind. It means getting rid of the mental clutter.
You know, when I am doom scrolling, my head feels full. It feels loud. But when I take a walk without my phone or just sit in a cafe and look out the window, I can actually hear my own thoughts again.
That is the power of clearing your head. You make space for new ideas. You regain your focus. And honestly, Alex, that mental clarity is worth more than any notification on your screen.
I agree completely. It feels liberating.
So, we have explored the addiction, the science, the boundaries, and the benefits. Now it is time to turn this knowledge into muscle memory.
That's right. It is time for our shadowing practice. Listeners, this is the most important part. We will say the expression and a sentence. I want you to repeat after us, out loud if you can.
Don't be shy. Let's fake it till we make it. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, glued to your screen, unable to stop looking at your device.
Repeat after me. Stop being glued to your screen and look at the world. Stop being glued to your screen and look at the world.
Number 2, doom scrolling, endlessly reading bad news.
Repeat after me. I wasted 2 hours doom scrolling last night. I wasted 2 hours doom scrolling last night.
Number 3, digital detox, taking a break from technology.
Repeat after me.
I think I need a digital detox this weekend. I think I need a digital detox this weekend.
Number 4. Hooked on, addicted to something.
Repeat after me. These apps are designed to keep you hooked on them. These apps are designed to keep you hooked on them.
Number 5. Go down the rabbit hole, getting distracted and researching something deeply.
Repeat after me. I went down the rabbit hole watching videos about cats. I went down the rabbit hole watching videos about cats.
Number 6. Vicious circle, a situation where one problem causes another.
Repeat after me. It's a vicious circle of stress and scrolling. It's a vicious circle of stress and scrolling.
Number 7. Cut the cord, to stop relying on something.
Repeat after me. Buy an alarm clock and cut the cord with your phone. Buy an alarm clock and cut the cord with your phone.
Number 8. Draw a line in the sand, to set a strict limit.
Repeat after me. You need to draw a line in the sand regarding your screen time. You need to draw a line in the sand regarding your screen time.
Number 9. Recharge your batteries, to rest and recover energy.
Repeat after me. Disconnect to truly recharge your batteries. Disconnect to truly recharge your batteries.
Number 10. Clear your head, to remove stress and confusion.
Repeat after me. Taking a walk helps me clear my head. Taking a walk helps me clear my head.
Fantastic job, everyone! If you repeated those sentences, you are already one step closer to breaking the habit.
Sarah, this episode really opened my eyes. I realized that my phone is a tool, not a master, but I've been letting it be the master.
That is the key takeaway. Technology is amazing, but it requires intentionality. We have to choose when to use it and when to put it away.
So, listeners, we have a challenge for you this week. Try to draw a line in the sand. Pick one time or one place, maybe the dinner table, maybe the bedroom, and make it a no-phone zone.
Try it for just 1 week. See if you can clear your head, and let us know in the comments how it felt. Did you survive? Did you panic? We want to hear your digital detox stories.
Thank you for listening to this special deep dive. Remember, life is happening right in front of you, not on the screen.
Have a wonderful, disconnected, and present week. See you next time on Level Up English.
Bye, everyone.